Well, hello, folks. It is another Wednesday, and that means it is time to rank another puzzle game for the Game Boy. We have got a pretty good list going here. We've got 18 games on it. This week we're going to be adding game number 19, as you can see here at the top, Tetris. Probably not going to move from the number one spot because I'm biased. And down at the bottom we have Square Deal, a game that is definitely not the worst puzzle game on the platform. I fully expect there to be some more that show up underneath it, but disappointing overall. And this week we're going to be playing a game called WildSnake. This was not developed by Alexei Pajitnov, but apparently it was endorsed by him. His face is on the box for some reason. I don't remember the name of the guy who did produce it. I'm gonna just very, very quickly just look this up. Designed by Alexei Lizagorov. I'm terribly sorry for butchering your name. If you're watching this, or if anyone who has a similar name. But anyway, this game came out for Super Nintendo and also Game Boy, and there was a Game Gear and Genesis version planned. According to Wikipedia, they appeared to have not materialized. I think the ROM for the Genesis version is out there. I think I tried it, and it's pretty much the game. But with that, let's just hop on over here. Get this thing running. It's from Spectrum Holobyte, and I believe this was this particular version was ported by BPS, so Hank Rogers' company. Play normal. Play hard. Play King Cobra. Play easy. Let's go with normal. Preview, yes. Grid, standard, grid, hourglass, flask, inverted T, X, crisscross, zigzag, dang. Overhang, orbs, bowl, standard. Let's keep with standard for now, at least until we figure out. My understanding is this is not a super complicated game to play, but anyway. Oop. No, step back to normal. Here we go. Yeah, so I can kind of move the snakes around and yeah, when they make contact with another snake of the same type, same color, I guess, they oh, no, he did get him, okay. So then I can put him here, and he'll get that guy, and... I kind of wanted that squiggly snake to point the other way. That's fine. We got him. Oh wait, you can fit in there. So, I don't know if it's obvious from just looking at it, but the snakes, when they sort of hit the bottom of the well, they kind of slither automatically into place and sort of fit themselves wherever. And that means there's probably ways to set up chain reactions. That's a new guy. Okay, and then there's that guy. And that guy does that. So you do need to be fairly aware of like the ways that they're gonna kind of push themselves into place. Oh, we got another one of these big bad boys. Oh, you can't control him. He just goes straight down from wherever he feels. I'm trying to make use of the next window, but it's honestly only moderately helpful. No, I want you to go in here. Okay. You get this guy. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the lack of color is kind of hurting this. Oh, you can get him, and he goes over there. Oh wow, okay. So you got like every snake of that type. Stay in there. Nope, nope, whoa. Yeah, these snakes are starting to look a little similar. Well, okay. Let's try Hourglass. Let's see what this does different. Okay, so yeah, so it just... Now, I would expect them to just kind of, yeah, roll off the corners there. That worked. Okay. You go on top of him. That is extremely not what I meant to happen. Oh. Oh, oh, dude, what are you doing? You doing to me over here? Do a snake dirty like that. Oh, wow, okay, the different layouts really affect those guys. That's interesting. Yeah, I'd say the non-standard grid, definitely inverted T, X, crisscross, zigzag, overhang, orbs, bowl. What's orbs? Ooh, look at that. So if I just let go of the controller for a second, you're going to see what they do. Yeah, okay, this is proving dangerous. Let's get back into it. I need you to go over this way. No, oh, no. Oh, wait, maybe if he'll get... Okay. I have to say, so far, I'm not crazy about the execution necessarily, but there's a lot of really clever, fun ideas in here. So, you know, as always, credit where it's due. A nice little cascade going. Oh, no, we want this to go up here. Oh, no, you go around, Nope, you down. Here we go. Why did he turn the other way? And that guy was no help at all. Wait, no, if you put him in here, and then you take care of that guy, but then go over here, and you... Again, it does kind of feel like they'll choose the wrong path every time, unless you're very deliberate. Alright, let's set... I don't know what... let's set it to King Cobra. Let's go with the highest difficulty, see what that does. To qualify, you must eat 20 snakes. Okay, so this is like challenge mode, I think. $20 snakes doesn't sound like a lot, especially now that we're back to like the full-sized... you go in right here, like that. That's perfect. Oh, you guys need to pay a little more attention to what's happening. There we go. I was hoping I could nudge that snake into going the other way. Oh, we're like 4 snakes away from qualifying, though. Whatever qualifying means. Complete. Qualification complete. Prepare for the main challenge. To complete, you must eat 30 snakes. You have 130 seconds. I think if we're going to get this done in time, we need to use sort of the most blunt strategy possible. Okay, the ones he eats also qualify, that's nice. It does kind of seem like the thing that takes up the most time is the snakes kind of wiggling their way into place. You just sort of get them stuck. That seems to help. Or at least it speeds things up a little. Challenge complete. To qualify, you must eat 20 snakes. Didn't we already do this? I think we already did this. Alright. Well, I guess this is another qualifying round. Alright, with more snake types, I guess. Yeah, that's probably it. I'm guessing if you don't control them directly, that they sort of alternate directions as they go down. That seems to be what's happening here. You must eat 2 eggs. You have 60 seconds. How do you eat eggs? I think I see the eggs. They're very faint. How do you eat them? Do I have to, like, coil around them, maybe? Yeah, game, you can warn me about the time all you want. I don't actually know what you want me to do. Well, maybe this guy will get him. Nope, time's up. Oh, we need to do the qualifier again. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and reset that. Let's just play on hard, see what happens. It seems like hard is just faster, or do you get more snake variety from the beginning? kind of seems like both. The glowy snakes make more sense in this context. I think I can get you there. Alright. Oops. That was a letdown. Ooh, the pace is really picking up now. Okay, get him. And him. Sometimes it does seem like you have, like it feels like you have less time than it looks. That was probably the least articulate way to make that point. Okay, apparently that was a game over. Alright, now I'm going to change this to easy, preview, yes, obstacles, yes. What are the obstacles? Let's see what this does. Okay, just more squares in the way. Feels like a little more thought should have been put towards how the obstacles will affect those big killer snakes. Because that is definitely at this point more than once that I got like no bonus at all because of an obstruction that I had no control over. We'll see again. Well, this time it's gonna hit something. What is happening? Well, that worked out. That is quite the opposite of worked out. Okay, let's just set everything back to standard and see what we can do here. Oop, nope, guess he's going over there, okay. Yeah, so at a certain point, the only thing left to say about this is, yep. Them snakes, eh? Oh, no, we want... Oh, okay, well, that's not too bad then. Yep. What's flask? It looks more like a beaker to me, but what do I know? I do have to admit, I remain unconvinced. At least that guy works properly. Ugh. For a second I thought that was going to be a full clear. Which I'm sure doesn't get you anything in this game, but it would have still been fun. There is some amount of gameplay variety, but seems like some of it is a little more viable than others. This flask that doesn't really look like a flask to me, but whatever. This flask does seem like it sort of plays nice with the game a little better than maybe some of those other shapes. In that respect, it kind of feels like it's maybe not all that balanced. It's like those snakes that come down and eat everything in their path. They're not making it past the halfway mark at this stage. So you just can't rely on those at all. So that makes it kind of inconsistent, but like almost like consistently inconsistent? Because the same inconsistency will pop up every time you choose certain layouts. Oh, suddenly yawning. Terribly sorry about that. If you're wondering why I'm apologizing for yawning, welcome to my life. Well, darn. Boy, hey. Really? For the record, I'm not doing a bit just to call this game boring. I really am. Ugh, this is... And then sometimes it seems like the best way to play is to not play. At least for a while there that was working. I do not know why I'm so tired all of a sudden. I just realized I'm not entirely sure what the buttons do. This seems to be a D-pad only game. I don't know if I've already mentioned this or not, but while I was looking at the Wikipedia article for this game, it seems like this Game Boy version may have reviewed better than the console version. I find that a little hard to understand. As I will say, I've now ranked, this will be my 19th puzzle game. And in that time, surprisingly few of these games have had like massive game-breaking issues with regards to the lack of color on the screen. But this definitely feels like one of them, where it's not a very interesting game, don't get me wrong, but I think it would at least be improved by, you know, the different types of snakes being different colors. Like, I mean, keep the patterns, you know, do what you can for accessibility. But, like, I can't imagine this being the better way to play this game between the two. This ginger ale, by the way. So that is not contributing to the sleepiness. I'll have like 2 cheat days a year where I'll drink to my heart's content and then quickly remember why I decided to stop drinking. But I have seriously played about as much of this as I can. So, shut that down here. And we're going to go back to the ranking window. I remember where it is. Over here. Nope. Yep. That's it. That's it. So, WildSnake. It's an interesting idea. Like, it's... If this was a mode in another puzzle game, I would be totally cool with it. I would just say, like, yeah, I don't play it very often, but it's there, and it's different, you know, if you're in the mood. As a game unto itself, it doesn't really... It's kind of lacking... It's lacking something. There's no... Like, the thing with the snakes slithering, and then they match, and they eat each other, and then the rest of them slither down, and it's fun to it is kind of fun to watch that happen, especially when, like, the cascades start going off. I cannot imagine anyone... Well, I shouldn't say that, because there'll always be someone who will figure it out. But, like, taking the time to strategize in order to set up those cascades seems just ridiculous. And so you play the game, and there's not a lot to do other than just very much react to, like, the one snake you're dealing with at the moment. And as the different varieties start coming in, like you start to feel a little more dependent on luck to get, you know, a particular snake that you can use at a particular time, and it just makes for a game that it's just hard to engage with. It's easy enough to play, but getting into it is a different story. And so it also has, you know, black and white screen issues, or black and green screen issues, if you will. So it is not as good as Bust-A-Move 2 Arcade Edition. But it is also better than Square Deal. More playable than Square Deal. And it's also more playable than Cool Ball. But if I was looking to kill some time, and my only available options were WildSnake and Minesweeper, I think you'd be better served with Minesweeper. Oh, WildSnake. Sometimes 2 words. In most contexts, it seems to be 1 word with 2 capital letters. And that is WildSnake. Not great. And that's going to be me for this evening. I will be back tomorrow night with some live improvised music. I will be back on Saturday night with music production. I am just having a quick look to see who's on and what are they doing. Let's see, we got so or Metal Max. Got some Cuso Grande going on. We'll jump over to that. Okay. Anyway, thank you for coming by. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for lurking, watching the YouTube. Like and subscribe. And be sure to check out my other channel, the music channel. I do a lot of fun stuff there. And I do hope to see you next time. So bye for now.